Alright guys, and welcome back to what will be the final courtroom runback for this game. It is February 10th, 9:39 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Oh, it's Pearls! Are you by yourself? Oh, morning Pearls. Mr. Nick, please tell me what's going to happen to Mystic Maya. I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple. I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks? No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court. Then, how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby? I have to admit, it's kinda strange. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Is that Edgeworth? Yep. Ed and Eddie. What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard. Franziska von Karma, what are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else would it be but Godot? Godot? Franziska is engaged in something more important, or some important work at the Sacred Cavern, so she is trying to rescue Maya. The Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's... Exactly. She has been out there all night, trying to remove those trick locks. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Well, I hope to beat this game in the next 3 hours. Because that's how I actually plan to beat this game in the next 3 hours, I'm not gonna lie. Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. I know. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you passed your cold on to someone else, literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner. Oh, he called me a partner. Hey, we're partners. I still don't have answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Elise... No, I mean Miss Misty Faye. Why did they want to murder Misty Faye? Oh yeah, because that damn Morgan Faye. Morgan Faye actually tried to get her killed, I suppose. But I think she was actually trying to go for Maya, right? The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. Yes, that too. And Morgan Faye. And what that woman is really after. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Haha! February 10th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 7. Are you ready for the final courtroom runback? Get hyped. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the final courtroom runback! Gavel! Court is now in session for the final trial of Iris of Hazakure Temple. Kura. Oh my god. Your Honor? What are you? Who, me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. So he's Canadian too? I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. So, Phoenix Wright wasn't here, Godot wasn't here, and the original judge wasn't here. Everything was substituted, dude, which is kind of ridiculous. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale. Not to mention sad that he couldn't be here. I love to smell forges in the morning. It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment. Well said, Mr. Godot. I understand exactly what you said. At least up until the end, anyway. Now then, Mr. Godot, please proceed with your opening statement. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug. Shut up and drink your damn coffee and get on with it. During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make. Confession? The defendant? Iris, why didn't she discuss this with me first? Gavel! Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession. These are my confessions. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, I always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple. Witness, is there something that you want to confess to? Yes. But first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. That's alright, what is it? Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident. Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Donham? No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up. After the murder took place, after her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it. What? What? What the hell is this madness? Gavel! Order in the court! Order, I say! Witness! Are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Yes, that's correct. What? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. 3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat. Ha! Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case, it's the murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite? That Godot. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris's testimony was a lie. Iris's testimony. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions? Iris was covering for someone? I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle, or a life jacket. I've been at Hazakura Temples ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family. I'm sorry, but main family? Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique, Mystic Maya Fey. Huh? I love the smell of forged lies in the morning. I love the smell of forged lies. Wake up and smell the coffee, Trite. She's naming Maya! Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer? I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes, and then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her. What the hell? That's ridiculous! Maya could never do such a gavel! The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime? Yes, Your Honor. I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction. Of course, it's a Phoenix Wright game. What did you expect? Phoenix Wright, the real murderer. I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Okay. Fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon? It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it. So you're telling me Maya killed her mom? So it was in self-defense? Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya. He moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You got the instincts of a true criminal. Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night, and that the person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted it. Gavel! Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. The real murderer. The real bullshit. Why is everybody always lying? Why y'all always lying? Why y'all always lying? My God. Hold it. You're saying that the victim attacked Miss Faye? Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse. What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting? I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock. That's perfectly understandable, my dear. This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute. What happened after that? While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Hold it! She moved in to deliver a fatal strike? Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for her weapon. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe? Why would she need to do that? Wait a minute. What was this weapon? It was some kind of dagger. A dagger, huh? And Elise Donham tried to stab her with this weapon. To kill Miss Faye. Exactly. Ha! Where's this dagger at? You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce. Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy? Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony? There is one thing, but it could be a trap. Whatever. We gotta go into it anyway. Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony. There was no need for her to pull out a dagger when she had a fucking sword in her wooden staff. But this witness is your own client. Yes, well, nevertheless, that's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony. Dude, he set me up. You know he set me up. Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps. I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. Ugh, but I'm the judge! You're a coffee maniac. Yo, man, Godot shouldn't even be in this trial right now. If I was the judge, I'd be like, what the hell you just say to me, boy? Boy, don't even talk to me. She threw her staff away and pulled a dagger from inside her robe. Let's press her on it. There was no need for her to do that, though, because she had a sword in there. Mystic Elise was trying to kill Mystic Maya. I think that's why she wanted a more lethal weapon. A more lethal weapon, huh? It's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff. Sister Iris, let me make sure I got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her staff. Yes, that's what I saw. Is there anything odd about that, Mr. Wright? Yeah, it's odd, alright. Mystic Elise attacked Mystic Maya with a dagger, I'm sure of it. So, immediately, I'm pretty sure we gotta present the staff, because it had a sword in it. So let's go ahead and present the staff. Objection! Sister Iris, this is the first objection of today. There's something strange about your version of events. Huh? Miss Donham throwing away her staff makes no sense at all to me. But all you can do with a staff is hit someone. No, no, no. Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword. What? If Elise Donham really had wanted to kill Maya Faye, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? Miss Donham could have just used her 5C to kill Maya. That long ass sword, that sword in the staff, it's got nice reach, and it's like piercing long. Yo, her 5C would have did work on Maya. That was an impressive bit of investigating, Trey. I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I even put this? A long sword is unwieldy, and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade. Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with their testimony. But there is something strange about this whole testimony. Gavel! Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point. Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument. Mr. Wright, I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Miss Elise Dono would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. Because they were, that was her mom. So I guess I just present her profile. Oh, I guess I show Elise Dono's profile. I was thinking, usually they have like separate profiles for two people with the same identity. Damn. Okay, never mind. I guess we go to Elise Dono. Real name Misty Fey. She was the mother. Elise Dono would never have attacked Maya Fey. How can you be so sure? Because the victim's real name was not Elise Dono. Her real name was Misty Fey. Fey? No! Not Misty Fey! Who is this Misty Fey? Is she related to? Misty Fey is the master of the Karain channeling technique. She also is the mother of Maya Fey. Are you serious? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. After 2 games, we finally find out who Misty Fey is? Really true? Is it true, Mr. Wright? Was Elise Dono actually the great Mystic Misty? Yep, that's right. There's no doubt about it. The Mystic Misty, the one that traveled with Ash Ketchum. It looks like Iris had no idea. I can hardly believe it. The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing. Ah! Need some coffee, boy? You need some more coffee over there? Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seems natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented, one, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, and two, that the 2 people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own, when taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe. Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Will we ever find out who's sliding this dude some coffee? That's the real question. That's the real mystery in this game. Except for one little thing. Yes? What is this one little impossible thing? Ha! You still don't get it. The real murderer is the guy sliding Godot coffee. You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps. Could you get to your point? I heard this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. Damn! You're going to ruin your health, my friend. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime. And he discovered this little beauty. Whoa! Is that the dagger that the witness testified to seeing? Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else? The blood on it? Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be a blood stain. Where'd you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. The pine tree? This dagger was stuck in the backside of the pine tree when the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the 2 women. This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree, which means the blood on the dagger belongs to the victim, correct? Ha! Were you even listening, old man? I first heard this confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of the 13th copy of Oh my god! Then you said it was the 8th just a few minutes ago? I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice. In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed on it immediately. This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. Oh my god. Bailiff, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. Oh my goodness. Watch me find out something else. Now then, the testimony we just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible. Heh, slide me another cup of that coffee. Cute girls never lie. Ever. Gavel! In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court. About what, Your Honor? About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women. Yes, Your Honor. On the next episode. Damn it, Ninja, I'm gonna whoop your ass.